This is a viral moment. It's Kiss FM. The Jonas Brothers join us, zooming in from all their separate locations. And so now, Kev, where are you right now? You've got a nice curtain backdrop.
I do. Nice little
Yeah.
tan thing. I'm in
Home?
New Jersey. We're
You're in
home
Jersey at
here
All right.
with the kids.
Now let's see, Joe. Let's see what we got. Do you guys see that? You see what Joe's got?
Yeah.
You want to describe
He's
that,
got
Tanya?
a background picture
Of
Do you know where this is? Anybody know where this is from?
Was it Wango
Yeah.
Tango?
Wango Tango.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Marilyn
It's actually
Manson.
not his Zoom background though. That's just like a painting on his wall.
That's
Yeah,
framed.
that's fine. The oil painting I just whipped up for you.
It's me, Marilyn Manson, and Joe. And do you remember that story, by the way, of Marilyn Manson? He gave me his real name, and I thought
really?
My friend I was with goes, that's Marilyn Manson. I go, no, I don't think so. I don't think he'd be here and not performing, but I'll go up and say hi and introduce myself. And he said his real name, and I went back to my friend, go, no, not him.
He
So funny.
he hit me up and he was like, "Hey man, I would love to come to your show." And I was like, "It's like somebody definitely like this isn't him. This isn't the same Marilyn Manson I'm thinking about."
Right.
And he showed up and it was such a good time and hung out,
great.
watched the whole set side stage. He's a good guy.
One of my favorite backstage moments from Wango Tango.
Definitely.
Now, Nick, you are coming to us from the hills of Tuscany, it looks like, at a Tuscan
Yes.
cottage based on that stonework behind you.
It is a Tuscan cottage. No, it's not. I wish actually. I'm just here in LA as well. Just been working on my stonework
On your
and
masonry?
I did this all myself.
You pointed those edges really good, Nick. I like it.
Yeah, very well. Very well. It looks very sturdy. That could handle pretty much anything.
Yeah, that's the idea.
So how have you guys been holding up? Kevin, have you been learning anything about yourself or the family since you've been under that same roof for a long time?
Yeah, I'm doing the homeschooling thing with Alina. She's in kindergarten. I just didn't realize that now they're teaching like light algebra in kindergarten. It's like for real though. Her question today was literally solving for X. She has this many things. You got to put this, like, I looked at it and I'm like, this is absurd. What is she going to be doing when she's in 5th grade or, high school? Like, I'm not going to be able to keep up.
Yeah. This is the reason I have not had kids yet, is because I'm afraid of homework.
Yeah. This brings to life, true support to all the teachers out there. Like, shout out, like what they do every day and like how much effort they have to put in to build the lesson plans and all of that. And especially even now from afar, because I know they're taking into consideration, like, okay, I'm giving this to the kids, but we know that the parents are helping. So like, there's definitely way more thought involved. And
yeah.
So to all the teachers out there listening, we love you.
Now, Joe, many of us have hair like this for our quarantine.
I know. I respect the long hair. It looks good on you.
Right? I don't know. It's
Totally.
Wow, it's very heavy.
It's
nice.
It's ready for a man bun.
I mean,
for years, Ryan, we've been talking
Nick's
about
close.
you joining the Jonas Brothers. You have hair enough that this could work.
I didn't know that was the main requirement.
That's the number
always.
one requirement.
That's
We're
the
actually
number
kicking Joe out. He's on a temporary leave.
Yeah, what did you do to yourself? What happened over there? You buzzed your hair off.
I did. Oh, it feels. I'm telling you, it feels a lot better.
I don't want to alarm you, but I just saw a human being walk by your window. I hope that's somebody you know.
Someone's in your backyard.
It's okay.
Good.
Like in California, construction is still allowed. So,
checking.
but everyone's being safe, and I'm not.
You
and I
shaved
don't see anyone.
You shaved
I
your
literally
hair.
keep I hide in my house. What was I gonna say? First Sophie was gonna help me just trim up my hair a little bit, and she took off like crazy chunks out of the back of my hair. I'll share a photo with you guys. And after that, I was like, I think I just need to shave it. And now I'm loving it.
I like it. It's actually
Thank you.
very easy. And then Nick, your hair is a little more in the his and mine are a little more the same phylum of hair.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same.
Yeah.
Um,
kind of.
This is like, at first it was really tough and because I do love a nice fresh haircut, but starting to feel really liberated by it.
Yeah.
When
you used to run your fingers through your hair for me, I'm so used to not seeing a wedding band on your finger, but now when you do it, I see that wedding band run right through those strands of hair. You've been teaching Priyanka piano lessons? How's that going?
Yeah, a little bit. We've been working a little bit on that. She's been very busy though. She's got a bunch of stuff she's doing, developing different projects, and she helped put on an amazing relief concert and event for India, obviously sheltered at home for all the talent that was a part of that, but it was really incredible. And then she's been helping me with the voice and kind of setting that up and all that. But then in our free time, yeah, a little bit of piano lessons and hanging out with our dogs.
Where should we start on all the new exciting things that are happening? We have a track here we're playing. There's a track X featuring Carol G. Tell us about 5 More Minutes, Nick.
5 More Minutes was a song that we wrote almost a year and a half ago before the tour started. We went on a writing retreat with some of our songwriting friends, and it was, part play, part work. And from that, there was a bunch of songs that we came out with that we loved, that really set the template for what the next record was going to be. So as a way to sort of tease that, when we were putting the Grammy performance together, we said, why not play an unreleased track and kind of do it as like a little bit of an Easter egg. Yeah. And it's now been a few months since then, but it just felt like the right moment to give everyone at home something to listen to, a little soundtrack. And we figured, why not put that one out, as well as X, which is the single right now. And so excited for this song and collaborating with Carol G. She's incredible. It's got a fun bilingual twist to it, and really just feels like a nice sort of song to dance to, whether you're in your living room or looks like you're in your office or wherever, or Stonewall.
or your Stone Umbrian Castle. So, Kev, let me ask you this. If anybody's seen any of the documentaries, they've seen a little behind the scenes of life as it's evolved for all of you. So you talk about going on this retreat for songwriting. You're thinking about the tone and the tempo of the album, which songs to put on the album. How does that process now work with the three of you, and how's that different than the way it used to?
The process is really awesome. Like, we went on this retreat, we continued to write after, and then we recorded most of everything that we had been writing throughout the entire tour. So we would spend the mornings or the afternoons while we were doing shows and recording these songs and continuing to write. And the teams that we have around us are so awesome, and the writing partners and producers, and working with Ryan Tedder again, and it's just, they're so collaborative. And even working with the three of us, it's just all open ears, open ideas, and just hoping to make the best thing out there. And we've been sitting on these songs for a while already, and just, it feels good to be able to have them finally out.
So Joe, we have to look at your career, all of y'all, as the Jonas Brothers, and even as individual soloist artists. A big part of what you do is moving around the world and interacting with fans and feeding off of their energy and seeing them sing back to you even when they don't speak your language, your native language. So right. How are you looking at life differently as the Jonas Brothers, putting out an album in this time?
It's something to get used to. I think for a lot of artists, they've been trying to figure out how we best release music and also connect with our fans in a more authentic way, because I feel like how many Instagram lives can we count that we've seen just in this past week of different artists, which I think is really nice, because I feel like everyone's in the same situation right now, and we all have to be at home and be safe. And being able to connect with the audience out there, whether, like you said, they speak the same language or not, it's really a beautiful thing to hear someone sing back English lyrics. And so we tried to do the same with this X song, where when we were in Mexico, I remember us playing our last song that we had Spanish in it. And for the parts that we don't speak, the fans were singing it back to us, and it's so beautiful. Right. We can just go, all right, now it's your turn.
And then, Nick, what will be the release plan? We've got 2 tracks here sort of simultaneously. How are you going to look at releasing more songs and an album?
I think that, like everyone right now, we're just kind of waiting to see what happens over the next, couple of weeks, months. And we want to be, thoughtful in when we release things, and what the right timing is. So we'll figure it out. Luckily, the record is pretty much done. Whatever fixes and changes and sort of finishing things we needed to do, we can do from home. So my hope is that definitely before the end of the year, the full album is out. But if it's not the right timing, there's no pressure, and we're just going to keep releasing songs when it feels right and when the moment strikes. And that's why this is such a fun release, is because it's kind of like, totally in our control in a time when I think so many of us feel like things aren't in our control. So it's nice to take the reins like that.
Yeah,
it's true. Is there anything you've had to rethink, any of the music, any of the song, and just some artists look at what's happening now differently in terms of the stuff they can put out there. Have you had to pivot anything?
Yeah, actually recently our music video for X, the original concept was a room full of people very sweaty. Everyone's making out. And then we figured it's probably not the most appropriate or the right thing to be putting out there. So, and we were going to shoot the video, I think about a week before everyone was in lockdown. So
Oh, really?
we just made the decision that, you know, just judging off of what was happening internationally, we said, I think it's better if we adjust this concept. So we were able to come up with something really fun and unique, and definitely putting on our thinking caps to adjust.
Well, I think what people would wonder if you put that out is not why is everybody together, but why are they sweating so much?
Yeah.
Like, why are they glistening?
Exactly.
What are they?
It's art, man.
What are they doing?
It just looks better.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when they when they wet the streets in movies, just looks better. Or a music video, just looks better when the streets wet.
Of course.
Jonas Brothers, great to see y'all doing well. Thank you so much for putting out music. We all need it and love it at this time. And take care. All right.
Thank you, everyone.
See you guys.
Love you guys.
Thank
you.
Bye bye.
Talk soon. Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
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 JB's X featuring Carol G. 5 more minutes, both out now. Good to see them. They all look great in quarantine.
They really do.
Like my heart's pounding.
I know. Every time.